What if I told you that a cartoon, famous for its quirky humor and outlandish scenarios, has an almost supernatural ability to predict the future? Yes, you guessed it, The Simpsons. Over the years, this animated series has left the world baffled by its accuracy in forecasting real-life events. From Donald Trump's presidential run, to the global pandemic, to the arrest of Donald Trump in 2024, The Simpsons has, time and again, astonished the world with its prophetic powers. In 2024, a slew of predictions came true. When The Simpsons showed Donald Trump being arrested, most viewers laughed it off as impossible. Fast forward to reality, and we saw Trump's actual arrest on charges of various legal battles, sparking the question, is The Simpsons more than just satire? The series also predicted the release of the Barbie movie, one of the biggest cultural moments of 2024, occurring at almost the same time as Trump's legal troubles. Coincidence? Maybe, but when too many coincidences stack up, people start to wonder. What else could this show foresee for 2025? Stick around and we'll delve into some jaw-dropping predictions for the coming year that will make you question just how fictional this cartoon really is. Number 1. AI robots replacing human jobs. In a world where AI robots are rapidly taking over jobs, The Simpsons predicted this shift long ago, and 2025 could be the year it happens on a massive scale. In one episode, Mr. Burns replaces human workers with robots, a situation that seems far-fetched until you look at today's reality. AI technology has already disrupted industries, from manufacturing to logistics. Amazon uses robots in its warehouses, Tesla is perfecting autonomous vehicles, and Google is investing in AI-driven technologies that could soon manage everything from transportation to healthcare. By 2025, AI will likely dominate not just manual labor, but also customer service, financial management, and even creative fields like writing and music. A recent study by the Pew Research Center predicts that more than half of human jobs could be replaced by automation in the near future. But here's the unsettling part. What happens when robots become invisible workers, doing the jobs we once took for granted? Could we see a world where human jobs are a rarity and robots are the norm? If The Simpsons is right, this robotic takeover isn't a sci-fi nightmare. It's our immediate future. Number 2. Colonization of Mars. Humanity's next big leap. Could 2025 be the year humans finally set foot on Mars? According to The Simpsons, it's not only possible, but inevitable. In one episode, characters debate the pros and cons of leaving Earth behind to colonize the Red Planet. Today, this wild idea is becoming more grounded in reality. SpaceX, led by Elon Musk, is leading the charge to turn Mars from a distant dream into a second home for humanity. Musk has promised that the Starship, a spacecraft capable of carrying humans to Mars, could make its first manned flight as early as 2025. But while reaching Mars is one thing, colonizing it is another challenge entirely. We're talking about low gravity, radiation exposure, and complete isolation from Earth. Still, with private companies like SpaceX pushing boundaries, could 2025 be the year that humanity plants its first flag on Mars? The idea of leaving Earth to colonize another planet feels like something straight out of a sci-fi novel, but The Simpsons was ahead of its time in predicting this massive leap. If 2025 sees the beginning of a Mars takeover, humanity could be closer than ever to living among the stars. Number 3. Virtual reality replacing real life. Remember that episode of The Simpsons where characters became so obsessed with virtual reality that they lost touch with the real world? Well, that prediction is becoming more plausible by the day. Virtual reality, VR, is already transforming industries like gaming, education, and entertainment. But what happens when VR starts to replace reality itself? By 2025, VR is expected to be fully integrated into everything, from classrooms to medical surgeries. Companies like Facebook's Meta, Sony, and Apple are already releasing VR headsets that could revolutionize how we work, learn, and socialize. Imagine a world where people spend more time in virtual worlds than the real one. Students might attend virtual schools, surgeons could perform remote operations, and people might choose virtual vacations over real ones. The potential is thrilling, but the dangers are equally real. Could we be heading toward a society that becomes so engrossed in digital worlds that it loses its connection to reality? If The Simpsons is right, 2025 might be the year when VR overtakes real life, and we escape reality entirely. Number 4. Green energy suppression by corporate giant. One of The Simpsons' more controversial predictions involves the suppression of green energy by corporate interests. In the show, Lisa Simpson tries to introduce a solar-powered car, only to have it sabotaged by oil companies. Could 2025 be the year when big business once again tries to crush green innovation? Today, we're seeing a surge in renewable energy technologies, from solar panels to wind turbines. Yet, powerful corporations tied to fossil fuels continue to slow progress. The development of cutting-edge technologies like Tesla's Powerwall or solar-powered cars has faced obstacles, not due to lack of innovation, but because of regulatory roadblocks and market manipulation. 2025 could be a turning point in this battle between green energy and corporate greed. Will renewable energy finally get its chance to revolutionize the world, or will big corporations continue to strangle it for the sake of profit? If The Simpsons is right, the fight for green energy might be far from over. Number 5. World War III, the unthinkable possibility. Perhaps the most chilling prediction from The Simpsons is the possibility of World War III. The thought of another global conflict is terrifying, but given today's geopolitical landscape, it's not entirely impossible. With tensions between global superpowers like the United States, Russia, and China escalating, the possibility of a world war looms on the horizon. The ongoing conflict in Ukraine, the growing arms race in cyberspace, and the rise of autonomous weapons are just a few examples of how technology could play a role in sparking a large-scale war. The Doomsday Clock, a symbolic clock representing the likelihood of a man-made global catastrophe, is closer to midnight than it has ever been, signaling that we're on the edge of something big. If The Simpsons is right, 2025 could be the year when tensions explode into a full-blown conflict. Will it be a cyber war, a war over resources, or something even more unpredictable? Whatever the cause, the potential for World War III feels all too real. Number 6. Holographic entertainment takes over. Holographic entertainment might sound like something from the far-off future, but according to The Simpsons, it's just around the corner. In a 2000s episode, the show predicted that holographic technology would revolutionize the entertainment industry, and by 2025, that might just become reality. Already, we've seen holographic concerts of deceased artists like Tupac and Whitney Houston, and museums around the world are using holograms for immersive experiences. But this is only the beginning. By 2025, experts believe we'll see holographic projectors becoming household items, transforming everything from how we watch sports to how we consume entertainment. Imagine watching your favorite band perform live in your living room, with holograms appearing in 3D right in front of you. This new form of entertainment could redefine the way we engage with media. Could The Simpsons have been right all along? Are we on the cusp of an entertainment revolution powered by holograms? Number 7. Mind control through music. Here's one that will make your skin crawl. The Simpsons predicted that music could one day be used for mind control. While it sounds outlandish, recent advancements in AI-generated music and subliminal messaging make this prediction a lot more plausible than we'd like to believe. Today, AI is transforming the music industry by creating custom playlists and even composing original songs. But what if the music we listen to starts influencing our thoughts and actions on a subconscious level? What if algorithms designed to keep us listening start manipulating our emotions or shaping our behavior? The Simpsons may have been onto something more sinister than we thought. In 2025, with AI in music advancing rapidly, we might see the line between entertainment and manipulation blur even further. Could music become a tool for mind control? Only time will tell. Number 8. The era of self-driving cars. We're all familiar with self-driving cars by now, but by 2025, these vehicles could be more common than ever. The Simpsons predicted this shift toward autonomous vehicles, and today, companies like Tesla, Waymo, and Uber are racing to perfect their self-driving technology. Imagine a world where human drivers are no longer behind the wheel. By 2025, experts predict that self-driving cars will dominate highways, leading to fewer accidents, less traffic congestion, and a complete transformation of urban planning. No more parking lots, no more traffic jams, just seamless, automated transportation. But this revolution comes with a downside. Millions of jobs in the transportation industry, truck drivers, delivery drivers, and even taxi operators could disappear overnight. McKinsey estimates that autonomous vehicles could eliminate up to 1.5 million jobs in the US alone. Is the world prepared for such drastic changes? If The Simpsons is right, the driverless revolution is coming, and we might not be ready for it. Number 9. The first female US president. One of the more iconic predictions from The Simpsons is the rise of the first female US president. In an episode featuring Lisa Simpson as president, the show hinted at a future where women would finally break the highest glass ceiling in politics. With the 2024 US election just around the corner, we might see this prediction come true sooner than expected. Kamala Harris, the current vice president, is a strong contender, and other women in politics, such as Elizabeth Warren and Stacey Abrams, are gaining significant influence. Could 2025 be the year the US finally elects its first female president? This would be a historic moment not just for the United States, but for the world. More countries, from New Zealand to Germany, are embracing female leadership, and the ripple effects are undeniable. Female leaders bring a new perspective to global issues, often focusing on equality, compassion, and pragmatic solutions. If The Simpsons is right, 2025 might be a monumental year for political progress. Number 10. Suppression of renewable energy by big corporations. In multiple episodes, The Simpsons touched on the ongoing conflict between green energy and corporate interests. As we inch closer to 2025, this issue remains highly relevant. While the world continues to push toward renewable energy sources like solar power and wind energy, powerful corporations with ties to fossil fuels are doing everything in their power to suppress these advancements. Green energy could revolutionize the way we power our world, reducing our reliance on oil and gas and helping to combat climate change. But will these technologies reach their full potential, or will they be hindered by the vested interests of big business? Tesla's Powerwall, solar vehicles, and other green innovations have already faced regulatory roadblocks and corporate pushback. In 2025, we could see significant breakthroughs in green technology, but the battle against corporate greed will continue. If The Simpsons is right, the fight for a sustainable future might be more challenging than we ever imagined. Number 11. Economic collapse during a Trump presidency. One of the more ominous predictions from The Simpsons involves a major economic collapse during a second Trump presidency. While Trump's political future is still uncertain, economic concerns are more relevant than ever. With rising global inflation, increasing national debt, and the lingering effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, some experts warn that we could be on the brink of a financial crisis. History has shown that periods of excessive growth are often followed by sudden economic downturns. The Great Recession of 2008 came after years of economic boom, and the warning signs are eerily similar today. The global economy is teetering on the edge, with unpredictable factors like global supply chain disruptions and trade wars adding fuel to the fire. Could 2025 be the year we witness a catastrophic economic collapse? If The Simpsons' prediction holds true, millions could face economic hardships, and the world might enter a period of financial instability that mirrors the darkest times in modern history. Number 12. The zombie apocalypse? A metaphor for modern society. Now here's where things get truly weird. The Simpsons predicted a zombie apocalypse, but before you roll your eyes, let's dig deeper into what this might mean. While we don't expect actual zombies in 2025, the prediction could be a metaphor for something even more terrifying: modern society's increasing disconnection and mindless behavior. In many ways, we're already living in a zombie state. People are glued to their phones, mindlessly scrolling through social media, consuming endless streams of content, and losing their connection to the real world. Technology addiction is becoming a serious issue, with studies showing that excessive screen time leads to increased feelings of anxiety, depression, and isolation. Add in the rapid growth of virtual reality and AI-driven experiences, and we may find ourselves more detached from reality than ever before. Could 2025 mark the tipping point where society becomes fully immersed in digital worlds, losing touch with human connection and purpose? If The Simpsons is right, the zombie apocalypse might already be upon us, but it's driven by technology, not the undead. As we close out this journey through The Simpsons predictions for 2025, one thing is clear: this show has an uncanny ability to see into the future. From the rise of AI robots to the colonization of Mars, from the suppression of green energy to the possibility of World War III, these predictions are more than just entertaining. They're a glimpse into potential realities. But the real question is, are we ready for what 2025 might bring? If history has taught us anything, it's that the future is often unpredictable. However, by understanding these predictions, we can better prepare ourselves for the challenges and opportunities ahead. Whether it's the possibility of a female president, the rise of holographic entertainment, or the dangers of virtual reality, 2025 is shaping up to be a year of dramatic change. Stay tuned, because the future, as seen through the eyes of The Simpsons, is just getting started.